is a 97 Jaguar XJ6. Customer wants to replace the radio. We're going to take the radio out and replace with one of those small Bluetooth radio. Customer purchased this dash kit. This is a Jensen Bluetooth radio. Right, the first step is to remove these two screws here. There are two screws here. Those are Phillips screws. And this ashtray part is sliced back this way because there's a hook going under part of it. We're going to remove this ashtray out. Under part of this wood grain trim, there are two wing nuts right here. You're going to unscrew, release that, remove this trim around the shift knob. There's a plug there. We're going to unplug it. Then we should be able to remove this entire wood grain trim, and there should be screws holding onto the radio. Something stuck on the door, so once you have the screws out, you just simply slide this out. So that part is hooked on the part of this trim underneath. See this little notch cut out here? That's where those hooks going into. And underneath, it's hard to see. Let me see if I can bend the, see that white wing nut right there. There's one on each side. There's another one right here. So we're gonna loosen that up. You don't need any special tools. You just use the fingers to loosen that up and remove. That's the wing nut. You don't need any special tools. You just use your finger to turn it. There are two of them. The second part is we're going to remove this plug that's attached to this one here. So you just simply unplug it. Okay, and then carefully pry this trim out. Dry it up, so be careful. That off, and next part is the hardest one. Don't need to. Let's put the gear shift toe to the back. Alright, hit the e-brake. Just carefully pry that out. Obviously, this wood grain is all dried up, so carefully pry that out. Hardest part is to pass through this shift to there. That comes out like that. Now you can access the screws for the radios. So I'm going to take the screws out. 2 more screws on the top. So it's a total of 6 screws you will remove. So once you have them out, the entire radio and heater control comes out. Okay. Right. Now you can access the back of the radio. Just simply disconnect them. So we're going to disconnect all these harnesses, including heater control wire. Remove the ground. That is 8mm screws for the ground. Here's on one heavy duty ground. Okay, so now entire heater control radio comes out. I'm gonna fabricate it on the bench. Alright, the factory amplifier in the trunk, obviously. There is a CD changer here, Harman Kardon amplifier here. So we're gonna run speaker wires from here over to the radio. Radio comes out very easy. All you gotta do is push these 2 locking clips from this metal sleeve here. So you push that locking clips, the radio comes out forward. And we have a new dash kit, which is a plastic trim. Then radio fits in there. And since this one has Harman Kardon amplifier, no integration made for it. So we're just going to run 9 conductor wire from the radio over to where the amp is at and connect directly to the speaker wires there. The radio, new radio, is only about 1 inch tall, unbelievably thin. So it won't slide in. So what we did is we put a screw on the side that goes right to the heatsink area. Be careful not to hit any electronic components. This is an old Honda radio interface harness. That happens to be the same plug as the Harman Kardon amplifier that's in the trunk. Only differences are the pins don't line up, and also there are a lot of missing pins. So what I did was I grabbed 2 of these, removed the pins from one plug, inserted it onto the all missing parts right here on the other plug. I'll show you. So these are the pins I took out from extra plug, and I just simply inserted to the other harness. Alright, so this is what we found. In the trunk, once you unplug the Harman Kardon plug, which is the amp, this one, the far left, looking this tabby downward. The first one, which is the pink on the bottom, gray on the bottom, gray on the top, that's the dual voice coil sub. So this is 1 coil. So pink and gray is 1 coil. Blue and red is another coil. So what we did was we made these go to the rear speaker series. So you get the bass on dual voice coil left and right. This is a left door speaker front, which is gray pink on the bottom, gray orange on the top. So we made a top one as a plus, looking at this way. We made this one as a plus, the pink one as a minus. That's the left front speaker, door speaker. This one, which is the gray purple, gray red, that's the right front door speakers. Then there are heavier gauge wire, I don't know why, but the heavier gauge wire that happens to be tweeter on the dash, that's the front. So again, these are sideways. We made the pink one, gray pink one is a negative, gray orange is a positive. We tie that to the left front door speakers. And this one is a right front tweeter, which happens to be gray red on the bottom, gray purple on the top. So we made this one is negative, the red one. The purple one is a positive. So we tie that to the right front door speakers. And then we have these two twisted wires here. The one with the black, white, and pink green wire, that happens to be the right side. So we made a black, white as a negative, and the pink green as a positive. Same thing over here, that's the left rear, and that one is the black gray is a negative and pink purple is a positive. Again, these are series connection to the bass sub dual voice coil. One of them goes here, the other one goes here. So all 4 speakers tied in with the rear channel, and all 4 speakers on the front tied in to the each channels on the front. So this is the connection. This is a Honda plug. As I said, I put all the pins inserted so we can grab the wires from there without cutting this factory plug. So in order to run the wires from the trunk to the radio, you got to remove the seat. So it's very simple to take out the seat out. On the bottom, there is a cover.
One screw.
There's one screw holding on to it. Remove the cover. And there is a, what size screw is that?
It's Phillips.
It's Phillips.
Yes.
So you just remove a Phillips screw. Okay, once you have it out, and you do the same thing on driver's side. Remove the cover. And this cover comes off. There's another screw holding on to the bottom seat. So once you have them out, this entire seat comes out. So carefully remove that. The seat is already dried out and ripped. And after that, you see screws here. There's 4 of them. One here, one here, one there, another one all the way at the end. Just in case you guys want to know where the relays are and the fuses. I don't know what those fuses for, relays for. There are fuses and relays on both sides under the seat. I guess that's why they made this one removable, so you can access the relays and fuses there.
Gotcha.
This one, it hooks on this tab here, so you gotta lift the whole seat upward, up, then release. It all hooks here. It's all foams all over the place, so we just gotta find the hole underneath. And there's a gas tank, so be careful. Right behind this seat is a gas tank, so don't shoot any hole through it. Okay, to run the wire through, I found this gray panel. You can knock that out. It's supposed to be double-sided tape, but it's all dried out. It won't come off. So I put the snake, shoot it up. It comes out on the top of the gas tank right here. So we're gonna wire tie the wire that we're gonna run. Pull it in. and run the wire inside. We're just gonna do dynamite up there. Everything should be good. We just run this up to the radio and connect the radio. That's it. I don't know how to take this trim out. I have a feeling that under part of this chrome there may be screws holding on to this. I'm not taking a chance taking this out and damage it. So here's what we're gonna do. This armrest comes out with the 4 screws. Once you remove this, lifts up. Then there is on the back of it, there is a trim like this. This comes out. I don't think it's supposed to come out like that, but it snaps back in, so that's no big deal. This part on top of it, if you feel it through here, there is a locking plastic lock. Goes up like this. You press down and push towards the rear. I'll show you. I have it out. See these locking tabs right here? So you are pushing these down and push away from it, and this comes out. On the part of it, there is a screw right here. You're gonna remove that. The reason we are doing it is we ran the wire up to this point. To run it all the way to the front, you're gonna have to remove those moldings, either driver side or passenger side. I don't want to do that. So rather, I'm going to remove this center console, lift it up, and we're going to snake the wire under part of the carpet, run it in here, run it over to where the radio is going to be. It's much simpler doing that way. We ran the speaker wires up front. Now we are connecting it.
Life can get. Try